What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new series, rebuilding the New York Jets as promised. I know that Cardinals rebuild series ended abruptly with some technical issues, but we've got the Jets here. This is going to be a great rebuild. So you can expect episodes here probably every 2 or 3 days. I'm actually going to be out of the country starting the end of June through mid to end July. I'll be in Europe, so I'm hoping to cross the pond with enough footage here to kind of edit and keep getting content out despite being out of the country. And then again, just sort of the ground rules here for this rebuild. We are going to do the most realistic possible rebuild here, taking over as Todd Bowles here for the Jets. So realistic trades, realistic signings. We're not going to sign the rookies that get cut, although using my roster, of course, with the ratings overhaul, hopefully not as many rookies will get released with my ratings. And then we will be doing the same thing with gameplay, where we will be doing play the moments, a maximum of 3 play the moments per game, and up to just 1 full drive per game. This is a way to sort of not win 15, 16 games a year, but also not be completely simulation based. So a good, healthy balance there. And then we will also only play against teams that are 500 or better. So this is going to be a fun one, I think. The Jets, we've got Sam Darnold to really build around, and then we've got a couple studs on the defensive side of the ball, Leonard Williams and Jamal Adams. But a lot of holes to fill. This team did sign Avery Williamson to be kind of our middle linebacker, but receiver, running back, offensive line, all positions we need to address. And then really all across the board at the defense, it could be worse, but definitely some positions we're going to need to upgrade. The linebacking situation is still pretty bad despite having Williamson there. We can try and develop Darren Lee. We're going to roll with Marcus May at free safety. And then these corners, you could do a lot worse than Tremaine Johnson, Maurice Claiborne, and Buster Screen, but definitely going to be looking to add youth. We do have Perry Nickerson, a super speedy rookie corner that this team took, I believe, in the 6th round. So in our first season, we are going to focus on those 3 cornerstones of this franchise: Sam Darnold on the offensive side of the ball, Jamal Adams, and Leonard Williams. We will go quarterback and receiver. We do have some receivers worth developing here, although that's definitely a position we're going to want to look at. And then we're going to focus on the front 7, because outside of Jamal Adams, really no one in that secondary worth committing to as far as this development mechanic works in Madden 18. So we'll hop in and get our first gameplay here.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
And we are going to roll with Sam Darnold right away. We do have Teddy Bridgewater in the building here, and we'll go through this roster once we get to cuts and right before we start the season. But I really do think it will be Darnold right off the bat. It's been no secret on this channel that I am very high on Darnold, and I think the Jets kind of won this draft setting up for their future. So there's 1, 2, whoops. Nice catch. Nice catch. Nice catch. Oh my gosh. I swear, they make practice harder than the in-game, and it's really frustrating because I just want to get out of here. All right, here we go. Going for gold. Got it. For some reason, they have us running a 4-3, which I do not understand. Because I'm 90% sure the Jets are a 3-4 playbook in this game, but might have to double check that. We will be running Kyle Shanahan's offense on offense because of the new offensive coordinator here. Forgetting his name at the moment, but the Jets did bring in a new offensive coordinator off that Kyle Shanahan coaching tree. It's a fun playbook to use, so that'll be good to get Darnold going with that book. Hate that they make you play 4 downs. Get him! Oh, nice play. Who was that? 22. That's Janoris. Or not Janoris. Tremaine. All right, so moving on to week 3 of the preseason. Don't give us any injuries. All right, we're clean through 2 weeks. And we're 2-0. We're going to the Giants. Not that it really matters, but perfectionist in me wants to win every game we play, but that's going to come to an end. So we got 19 cuts to make. I know for a fact a good chunk of them are going to be receivers because this team has so many freaking receivers. We're going to keep all 3 quarterbacks for now. We don't need all 5 of these running backs. Honestly, Rawls is pretty redundant with Crowell. I like the youth we have here. We're obviously not going to cut Trenton Cannon right away. He's probably going to be our kick returner too, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Rawls. Don't need 2 fullbacks. We drafted Dimitri Flowers, so we're good there. And then, yeah, so many receivers here. Definitely got cuts to do here. Trey McBride, JoJo Natson. This shouldn't be too hard. Charles Johnson, Lucky Whitehead. Probably don't need Andre Roberts here. Like I said, we have Cannon as our kick returner, so that still leaves us with like 8 guys here. We're going to keep those top 3. Do we keep Terrell Pryor? We've got him. We've got Devin Smith, who now has slow development. Nothing's really going to come out of Devin Smith, so we'll get rid of him. I'm going to practice squad Chad Hansen, and now that leaves us with these 6. And Sharon Peak is really good in Madden, so I might actually try to get him some playing time as we go. We got 4 tight ends here. I'm going to let Tomlinson go. Offensive line's pretty straightforward. We don't need 11 guys here. I'm going to practice squad Ben Braden and cut Jonathan Harrison. That leaves us with 9 offensive linemen. We'll cut Simon, cut Obum Guacum for sure. So we'll keep 7 IDLs. Get rid of Copeland. Outside linebacker, definitely our biggest need. Cut Hewitt and Freddie Bishop. Rashawn Robinson actually has quick development in this game. Because this is a sim rebuild, we're going to fix that. I really need to add him to this list. Not sure why he has quick development. Was let go of San Francisco. So we still got 2 cuts to make here. We've got, what was that, 7 corners here? We don't need 7. We're going to go ahead and put Justin Burris on the practice squad and cut Dowling there. Probably going to need another safety if anything were to happen, but we do have 6 corners there. One of those guys can play that 4th safety if anything happens, or in some of those sets where you might have a 4th safety, where I actually don't know if they have any of those in Madden, but that does happen in real life. All right, so we are ready for the start of the regular season. Again, you know, I've kind of covered everything, but we'll take one last look at the roster here. Super excited for Darnold. Running back, I'm fine with Crowell. Running back's going to be kind of a mid-tier need for us. Receiver, definitely at the top of the list, depending on how these guys play out this year. A lot of talent between Anderson, Anunua, and I guess you could throw Pryor, Stewart, and Peak into that mix. But just overall need a boost. Tight end, probably one of the worst tight end groups in the league. I don't see a huge difference between Leggett and Herndon as receiving guys. This offensive line is very average. No superstars. Defensively, like I said, some holes really across the board. The front 7, especially that group of D linemen, is pretty set though. Definitely need edge rusher is our number 1 need. Corner, we got some vets. I like these 3. They all play well together in terms of their role in this defense, but we're definitely going to want to upgrade at corner, and then we will totally see with Marcus May. He's got some upside, but a pretty low overall. Definitely a project at free safety, but the kind of guy that could definitely step up and secure a starting role for the future of this defense. So let's get this done, Jets. Our expectations, that's going to give us the goals here. You know, very conservative approach this first season, I think. As low as it'll go, 7 wins. Should probably make sure we have coach firing off just to be safe, because I don't think Todd Bowles is going to get fired. I think they're going to give him 1 more year no matter what happens, because the talent here really is pretty poor. So it is set to CPU only, so we're good there. So our first game of the season is against the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen. We get to see potentially in this division rivalry what this head-to-head Darnold versus Allen is going to look like. That's going to be a big storyline in this franchise, is who of these AFC East quarterbacks can stand out.